So we're focusing on how to build a chord, in this case a triad, the 1, 3, 5. It's just a formula. So I'm gonna go do a little video of this in 2 seconds, and we're gonna build triads out of the C major scale. So look at the C major right here on the low E, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Nice and clean, no sharps, no flats, but there is a formula to that. So let's hop over to the video. You're gonna have a little quiz. You're gonna have to build one of the triads, and then let's see how you do. I'm always preaching connect the dots, connect the dots. So let's start connecting the dots right now. Here we go. All right, so you just saw me play a C major scale on the guitar with the root note on the low E. That's just a pattern you need to learn. You need to learn that for every key, but we're gonna do C major because it's nice and clean, no sharps or flats. Now down here in the bottom left, you'll see I have triad equals the 1, 3, 5. It's just a formula. A lot of times you just gotta memorize this stuff. So we're gonna build a triad, a 3-note chord. Triads are super important. They're like the backbone of music. Now let me explain some of the color coding real fast. C, F, and G, the corresponding chord to that scale, to that note, would be a major chord. So those are black. And the pink ones, the 2, 3, and 6 chords, will be minor, so I put them in pink. And then the 7 chord, the B, is the half diminished, the minor 7, flat 5. All right, now here's all you got to do. So watch this. All we have to do is we have to take the 1, 3, 5. So we're going to start on C. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the 1, the 3, and the 5. So how do we build a C major triad? Well, we need the C, bring that down. We need the E, bring that down. And we need the G. You just built a C major triad. All right, now watch this. Keep it simple, right? Now, what did you notice that I did? I skipped a note each time I needed the next note to build the triad. So what we're gonna do now is let's unhighlight these. How do we build a D minor triad? And why is that minor? Well, because the 2 chord is minor. So simple, all we gotta do is we gotta start with the D, right? And then we're gonna skip the next note. We're gonna skip the next note. So what are those 3 notes? So in order to make a D minor triad, we need to take the D, pull that down. We need to take the F, we're gonna pull that one down. And we need to take the A, and we're gonna pull that one down. So right there, that is the formula, or that's just how you build a D minor triad, D, F, A. Those are the notes. All right, so let's put those back. Okay, let's undo the highlighting. Same thing. Now, how do we build an E minor triad? Well, we're gonna start on E, skip a note, skip a note. So our 3 highlighted notes, now we're gonna build an E minor triad. We pull the E down, we gotta take the G, we gotta take the B, pull it down. All right, boom, there's an E minor triad, E, G, B. So again, these are just the notes you wanna burn in your brain. Let's just do the 4 and the 5 chord, and I'll let you build the 6 chord. I want you to drop in the comments how to build an A minor triad. So let's go to the F. Let's highlight the F. Then we skip a note, highlight the A. Now we got to skip the B, and we just circle back around at the beginning. So let's pull down our notes to make an F major triad. Why major? Because it's black. The 4 chord is always major. We pull down the A. And we're going to pull down the C. Boom. FAC is a F major triad. All right, let's do the G major triad. So let's go back. Let's undo all this. Let's undo the highlighting. All right, now what we want to do is we want to start on G. So we're going to highlight G. Remember, skip a note. B. We're going to loop back to the beginning. We're going to skip the C and we highlight D. So how do you build a G major triad? Well, you just did it. We pull down the G. We pull down the B. And then we're going to pull down the D. And there is your G major triad. All right, now, to test you, I'll put this chart linked in the description. I want you to tell us in the comments, how do we build an A minor triad? And the reason it's minor, because the 6 is pink. The 6 chord is always minor out of the major scale. So I want you to tell us in the comments how to build the A minor triad. All right, so you guys saw that's not too tough. Let me hop back over to the guitar. We'll wrap this up and just keep it going. Connect the dots, connect the dots. Okay, you guys, that wasn't hard at all, was it? I'm always saying on this channel, connect the dots, and this is how you start doing it. So the next time you're playing a major scale, you know now the triad is the 1, 3, 5. So it's just 7 notes in the scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C is the 8th note of the octave, right? But first note, okay, skip a note, third note, oh, there's E. Skip a note, 5th note, C, E, G, C, E, C, E, G. So remember, we're gonna keep learning triads, we're gonna keep building those out. Those are kind of like the skeleton to music to me. They're just the backbone of everything we're gonna do. All right, do you guys understand this? Drop me a comment, drop me a question. Do you like these little animated kind of videos where I do them on my iPad? I'm trying to break it down and give you a little more explanation, so instead of just talking about it. But that's pretty much it. Hit the like button. You need to go practice. Were you able to build the chord? Let me know. I'd love to know. You're supposed to build an A minor triad. I bet you did it. And just keep going one day at a time. Hit the like button. Check out this video here. This is gonna be a link to the playlist, the Music Theory Mondays. Yesterday's was pretty in-depth. We've done 3 of them. Watch them all. Just keep connecting the dots one day at a time. I will see you in the next video. All right, later.